Now let's talk about boundaries, because there's been a lot of books written about boundaries, a lot of people running around talking about boundaries, but I think you have a whole different spin on what that means in the context of a healthy relationship. Let's dive into boundaries. What do you mean by that?
Well, the idea of boundaries is that powerful people are aware of the fact that it's no one else's job to manage my time, my energy, my resources, or my relationships. It's my job to manage those things. So the demands of my life around me are not going to take care of these things. So if I don't learn how to take care, set limits of how much of my time I'm going to give you, how much of my energy I'm going to give you, how much access to my resources, and what priority of a relationship I give to you. If I don't manage those things, your ability to demand will consume these really important parts of my life.
Okay, so I'm a business owner, let's say. Let's say I'm a plumber. I'm watching this. If you're watching this and you're a plumber, this one's for you here. But let's say I'm a plumber. I've got about 15 employees. Married to one awesome woman, have 2 kids, something like that. The employees have demands, or they're demanding for resources, or they're asking for resources. They're asking for my time. Hey, boss, do you have a minute? Do you have a minute? Could you reimburse me for this? They say they're looking for your time, looking for a little bit of your money. Hey, could you give me a bonus? Everyone's asking, can I have some of your time? Can I have some of your money? The customer wants to meet one more time. The Yellow Page sales guy wants to meet you, and you're not even sure that people even use Yellow Pages anymore. There's people leaving you voicemails, emails, social media. It's all just coming in.
Yep.
How do you set those boundaries? How do you specifically do it, and what advice would you have for somebody who's going through it?
Well, you have to learn how to organize the activity around you. So as you build an organization, as you build your environment, you learn to delegate to fewer and fewer and fewer people who are then empowered to handle more and more and more things. So I'm going to delegate to you, but you have 5 things that you can take care of for me. So when we meet, I'm actually taking care of 6 things. I'm taking care of you and 5 other areas by paying attention to one area. And I learned to structure my environment to only give access to people that are either high priority relationships, like my wife. My wife gets my most access to my life. She gets most access to my time, my energy, my money. That lady could spend money like nobody around me could spend money, right? My money, because of the priority relationship she has. She has that level of access. She could call me right now, and she would be the first person I talk to after I leave this conversation, because she has that priority with me. I protect that. The way that I treat her is the message to her, she's a top priority.
Okay.
So if I spend all my time with you and I don't answer my phone to her, she begins to get moved away from the priority of access to my life.
So do you, when a phone rings, let's say the phone rings and you look and you see that number is your wife, you get it. If it's other people, you don't get it sometimes?
Oh, exactly.
And how do you, let's say let's go with the plumber example, and let's say that the plumber's watching this right now and he's like, aha, I can't be the personal contact for all 14 plumbers.
Yes.
And I can't answer all the customer calls, and I can't. How does somebody who's already overcommitted, they're already in there's 14 people that have begun to expect them to answer the phone, and his wife knows that he won't answer the phone for her because he's answering all the plumbers. And how does somebody begin to radically change their boundaries if they find themselves right now way outside of what you're recommending?
People tend to change for 2 reasons. Most people change because of pain. My wife threatened to leave me. I have chest pains. My doctor said I have to change something. My best customers are going to somebody who's better at managing their boundaries than I am. I'm scared, so I start changing because I have to. Other people change because of vision. I'm going to build a life that I want to live in. I'm going to surround myself with things like Thrive. I'm going to get good input. I'm going to learn new tools. I'm going to learn new ways of seeing things, and I'm going to grow and develop. And so I expect to be different this time next year because of the things I'm learning. So everyone has those 2 motivators. You can change because of vision, or you can change because of pain.